Julie and I are officers with Chapel Hill Police, and we're dealing with a rising number of students stealing dishes and utensils from Lenoir Dining Hall. It's becoming a real epidemic, and we need to get to the bottom of this issue by going straight to the source.
We have a suspect, Andrew, who claims that he's a reformed individual, but we have evidence that he's been stealing recently. Kelly and I will be bringing him in for questioning.
I don't really know how it started. It might have been an accident, honestly. I don't know how it got to this point. I guess I'd been drinking something. I like to dunk donuts in milk for breakfast at Lenoir, and I guess I just carried it out. And then it happened again and again and again, and I guess I just stole for the rush. I mean, now I have a lot of mugs, and I never got caught, but I do consider myself reformed now, and maybe that's because I just don't have a meal plan and don't have the opportunity, or because Lenoir literally stopped having mugs, so I can't take any more. But either way, I guess I consider myself better.
Andrew King, is your name?
Yeah, that's me.
Where were you on September 23rd, 2015?
I'll try to remember. I think the 23rd. I was.
Come on, spit it out, chump.
Okay. I was at the Rams Market. There was the subway beneath Rams Market. I got the sandwich there.
We're all friends here. You can tell us the truth.
It wasn't a very good sandwich. Steal any mugs. I didn't. I've done nothing wrong.
Your parents would be ashamed of you.
You don't
for lying.
No.
We have you on
That's not-
video for different occasions.
We have you on video 20 times.
You
stealing
stole
mugs.
14 mugs.
I stole 21 mugs.
So
I
you
did it.
admit it.
Yeah, I did it. I've been stealing mugs for years, for 2 years, and like maybe one mug this year. I've cut down a little bit, but you got me.
Why would you do such a horrible thing?
Well, the money comes out of our tuition anyway. I figured, why not get mine? Everyone else should be doing it.
Just because your friends jumped off a bridge, does that mean you're gonna jump off a bridge too?
Honestly, I might. It'll depend on the reason why they do it. Like, at this point, I feel like I'm expected to take Lenoir mugs because I give them as gifts to people. Like, take them out during social gatherings or whatever. It's great, and now I feel like it's part of my role. I feel like I'm expected to.
Come with me. You're going to jail.
For a long time.
No. No.
Okay, Julie, so let's figure out why people are stealing from Lenoir.
Yes.
So we could have bad apples or bad barrels. So we just have individuals that really just have no morals and are just taking things and they're just bad.
Mm-hmm.
Or UNC could be fostering an environment that's really is kind of growing these people who are doing things that are bad, like stealing from Lenoir.
Right, totally. And then another reason could be moral disengagement, which is when people cognitively inhibit their actions by justifying or rationalizing the stealing. Because there's too much cognitive dissonance if someone thinks that stealing is wrong, but they end up doing it. So some specific ways people do this is by telling themselves or like Andrew said even, my tuition is paying for it. So that's an example of moral justification. Another one would be distorting the consequences, thinking to yourself, I'm not really hurting anyone by stealing these utensils.
There's some really good reasons. Could also be the espoused and enacted values aren't really aligning.
Mm-hmm.
So I know at Keenan Flagler, integrity is one of our espoused values, but since obviously some Keenan Flagler students are stealing from Lenoir, they're not abiding by that value, and so we need to figure out how to make that espoused value and enacted value and kind of align the two.
Yeah. Good.
Anything else?
Lastly, de-individuation, what a word. That is when people loosen lessen their normal constraints of behavior when they're in a crowd, which increases the risk of them acting more impulsively or deviantly. So, you know, during rush hour at Lenoir or any of the dining halls, or during especially like peak times, you will see a lot of people come in and it's kind of like a mass, like a crowd, right? So, yeah, I guess some people feel more anonymous and secure in that kind of environment, so they end up stealing.
We've got some good reasons here.
Yep.
We've conducted extensive research on this, and out of 100 participants, we found out that 52% of them have stolen from Lenoir. 52% have stolen from Lenoir, and 35% have not stolen from Lenoir, but some people have said they have not stolen from Lenoir yet, but they want to, and that comes to about 13%. Now, taking all this data and putting it into monetary value, so 52% of people steal, and there's 4,500 kids in each class at UNC. You take that, and then again, multiply that by the amount of the goods. Some numbers, we did it back in the back, but total, it came out to around $10,000 of stolen goods a year for UNC. Yeah, crazy, right? So right now we have around 9,000 kids at UNC stealing from Lenoir, and through our research, this is only expected to rise and continue to rise if we don't do something about it.
So, in order to solve this problem, we came up with two solutions. The first is hanging a sign next to the silverware and plates in dining halls and at the exit that emphasizes the honor code punishments from stealing. This uses coercive power, which punishments are dealt. The second is hanging up a sign in the same places, but one that appeals to people's morality rather than their fear. A sign that follows as, every time you steal from Lenoir, Lenoir workers will lose a portion of their bonus. So, in order to figure out which sign is more effective, we conducted a survey that analyzed the effects of each sign. So out of 40 responses, the honor code sign would only stop 20% of students, which and also further, would not affect 51%. 51% would still steal. However, the morality honor code sign, would stop 72 students. And 13% would say that it would make them think twice as well. As per our recommendation, our data is conclusive that the morality hanging sign that lists the negative externality for Lenoir's workers would discourage stealing more than a hanging sign that appeals to honor code punishments. Furthermore, we can extrapolate from our experiment that morality is a bigger motivator than fear. Thank you.